Chaos mode in Clash Royale is absolutely insane. I'm talking about Mega Knight jumping from one end of the arena to the other, Expo attacking like Sparky with lightning, and cards doing things they were never supposed to do. Seriously, what even is this mode? Here's how Chaos mode works. There are only a handful of cards available in this mode, and champions, heroes, and evolutions are completely disabled. Every card has 3 modifiers: common, rare, epic. So let's start breaking them down. Starting with Baby Dragon. The common modifier is simple but powerful. It increases movement speed by 200%, so the Baby Dragon just zooms across the arena. The rare modifier changes the attack completely. Instead of the normal attack, it throws a fireball. Damage is slightly lower than the original fireball, but it's still extremely strong. Now the epic modifier is just crazy. When the baby dragon dies, an egg spawns that hatches into an evolved dragon. Yes, that's chaos mode for you. Next is Barbarian Hut. The common modifier spawns 100% more barbarians. The rare modifier upgrades them to elite barbarians. And the epic modifier spawns a mini Mega Knight. Imagine defending that. Next card is Berserker. The common modifier gives 200% attack speed. Rare modifier gives the Berserker a charged attack similar to cards like Prince. And the epic modifier makes it heal whenever it attacks. So the longer it fights, the harder it becomes to kill. Next is Dark Goblin. The common modifier doubles the speed with 100% hit speed increase. The rare modifier lets it shoot arrows like magic cursor, piercing through enemies, and the epic modifier is pure chaos. The dark goblin starts shooting like Sparky. Next is Electro Spirit. The common modifier makes it spawn 3 Electro Spirits instead of 1. The rare modifier makes the Electro Spirit zap every unit in its radius instantly. And the epic modifier is even crazier. It gives the Electro Spirit a chain lightning attack. Next is Electro Wizard. The common modifier makes it spawn 3 Electro Spirits when deployed, adding extra stun and chain damage right at the start. The rare modifier upgrades its attack to chain lightning that hits up to 5 enemies at once. And the epic modifier is absolute chaos. Its lightning will chain across every enemy in the range, meaning the Electro Wizard can stun an entire push at the same time. Next is Elixir Golem. The common modifier makes it spawn 2 extra golemites when it splits. So when the main golem breaks, the opponent suddenly has even more units to deal with. The rare modifier changes the reward mechanic. When the Elixir Golem is defeated, you get Elixir back instead of your opponent, making it much safer to play. And the epic modifier is where things get wild, creating evolving elixir blobs that become stronger as they keep dividing. Next is Executioner. The common modifier gives him 100% more hit points, making him way harder to take down while he keeps throwing those axes. The rare modifier increases the chaos by adding 4 more axes to his attack. So instead of 1 axe going forward and back, multiple axes fly across the arena hitting tons of enemies. And the epic modifier is really powerful. His axe now creates a tornado effect, pulling enemy troops toward it while dealing damage, just like a built-in tornado spell. Next is Fireball. The common modifier makes the fireball leaves the ground burning after impact. So even after the explosion, enemies standing in that area keeps taking damage over time. The rare modifier gives you a mirrored fireball. That means when you cast one fireball, a second fireball drops right after it. And the epic modifier is a crazy combo. The fireball now comes with a tornado effect, pulling enemy troops together right before the fireball explodes, making sure everything gets hit. Next is Fisherman. The common modifier gives him 100% more hit points, making him much tankier and harder to remove from the arena. The rare modifier upgrades his hook so he can pull air troops as well. So units like dragons or minions are no longer safe in the air. And the epic modifier is absolutely wild. The Fisherman gets infinite hook range, meaning he can pull enemies from anywhere in the arena straight toward him. Next is Flying Machine. The common modifier gives it 100% more hit points, making it much harder to take down while it keeps firing from the air. The rare modifier makes it spawn goblins, adding extra pressure on the ground while the flying machine attacks from above. And the epic modifier turns its attack into an inferno beam. So instead of normal shots, it fires a beam that increases damage over time. Next is furnace. The common modifier gives the fire spirit 400% more range, so they can jump much farther, reaching enemies from a huge distance. The rare modifier makes it spawns every spirit, that is fire, ice and electric spirit, constantly. And the epic modifier is very unique. The furnace does not move at all, becoming a permanent building on the arena that keeps spawning fire spirits throughout the match. Next is giant. The common modifier gives the giant 300% more movement speed, so instead of slowly walking towards the arena, the giant rushes straight toward the tower. The rare modifier turns it into a charging giant, just like Prince style mechanics. The giant builds up speed and deals a powerful charge hit when it reaches its target. And the epic modifier is really crazy. It is a giant barrel, creating even more pressure. Next is giant snowball. The common modifier increases the slowdown duration by 300%. So enemies stay slowed for much longer. The rare modifier gives the snowball 300% knockback. This means troops get pushed much farther away, completely disrupting enemy positioning. And the epic modifier is pure chaos. Instead of one snowball, it throws 5 evolution snowballs at once, covering a huge area and knocking back almost everything in sight. Next is goblin barrel. The common modifier adds impact damage when the barrel lands. So before the goblins even start attacking, the landing itself damages nearby enemies and the tower. The rare modifiers makes the barrel spawn 2 more goblins, doubling the swarm and making it much harder to defend. And the epic modifier is really dangerous. Instead of normal goblins, the barrel spawns 3 goblin brawlers, which are much stronger and can deal huge damage if left unchecked. The next is Goblin Demolisher. The common modifier increases its attack range by 150%, allowing it to hit targets from much farther away while staying safer. The rare modifier gives it a bouncy attack, so when the bomb hits a target, it bounces to nearby enemies, dealing damage to multiple units. And the epic modifier makes things even crazier. It leaves a bomb trail behind it, so as it moves across the arena, bombs drop on the ground and explode, damaging everything that follows. Next is Goblin Drill. The common modifier makes the drill spawn a dark goblin. The rare modifier gives the drill infinite lifetime, so once it pops up on the arena, it keeps spawning goblins continuously until it's destroyed. And the epic modifier makes things even more chaotic. Instead of just one, multiple goblin drills appear, attacking different spots on the arena and overwhelming the defense. Next is Goblin Giant. The common modifier gives the spear goblin 100% more spear range. The rare modifier makes it spawn a giant goblin while defeated, adding another strong unit that continues the push. And the epic modifier turns the spear goblins into Sparky spear goblins. Instead of normal spears, they charge up and fire powerful Sparky style shots. Next is Goblin Hut. The common modifier gives it 100% more spawn range. The rare one has more range, and also one dart goblin sits on the roof of the goblin hut and keeps shooting. Also, when it destroyed, a goblin gang and a goblin brawler appears. It also has the range to shoot the tower also. And the epic modifier makes it spawn a goblin demolisher, adding a powerful explosive unit along with the regular goblins. Next is Golem. The common modifier gives a 4 elixir back when the goblin is defeated, making it much less risky to play such a heavy card. The rare modifier is extremely dangerous. When the golem is destroyed, it spawns 2 new golems, creating a massive push that can quickly overwhelm the defense. And the epic modifier makes the golem almost unstoppable. It deflects incoming projectiles, just like the ability of Monk. So arrows, bullets and other projectiles bounce back towards the enemy, making it incredibly hard to stop. Next is graveyard. The common modifier simply spawns more skeletons than usual, so the area fills up with skeletons much faster and becomes harder to defend. The rare modifier upgrades some of those skeletons into cards, which have seals, making them much tougher to eliminate. And the epic modifier is completely unpredictable. Instead of only skeletons, the graveyard spawns random skeleton troops, which could include different skeleton units appearing all over the spell area. Next is Hunter. The common modifier gives him 100% more range, so he can start blasting enemies from much farther away while staying safer behind your troops. The rare modifier makes the hunter invisible when he's not attacking, so until he fires his shotgun, enemy troops won't even notice him. And the epic modifier completely changes his weapon. Instead of shotgun blast, the hunter now has a flamethrower attack, spraying continuous fire damage that melts groups of enemies in seconds. Next is Ice Spirit. The common modifier spawns 3 Ice Spirits instead of 1, so you get triple freeze jumps across enemy troops. The rare modifier gives a 5-second freeze, which is incredibly powerful because it can completely stop enemy troops and towers for a long time. And the epic modifier turns the attack into a blizzard. Instead of a small freeze, it creates a blizzard area that continuously freezes and damages enemies. Next is Ice Wizard. The common modifier gives him 300% more deploy splash damage, so when he lands, the freezing blast hits a much bigger area and damages more enemies instantly. The rare modifier gives his attacks a permanent slowdown. Any troop he hits stays slowed for the rest of its lifetime, making pushes much easier to control. And the epic modifier upgrades his attacks to freeze enemies. So every shot can fully freeze troops and even towers, making the Ice Wizard incredibly powerful for defense. Next is Inferno Tower. The common modifier gives it 100% less charge time, so the beam reaches high damage almost instantly, melting tanks much faster. The rare modifier allows the tower to target 3 enemies at the same time, so instead of focusing on one troop, it can burn multiple units simultaneously. And the epic modifier is extremely dangerous. The beam starts directly at maximum damage, meaning the Inferno Tower instantly melts anything that enters its range. Next is Knight. The common modifier gives him 200% more hit points, but he moves 50% slower, turning him into a super tanky frontline unit. The rare modifier gives the knight a stun attack, so every time he swings his sword, the enemy troop gets briefly stunned, slowing down their attacks. And the epic modifier is absolutely insane. Instead, he spawns a Mega Knight, turning a simple 3 elixir card into a massive surprise counter push. Next is Lava Hound. The common modifier gives the Lava Hound 500% more hit speed, so it attacks much faster than normal, constantly damaging every defenses. The rare modifier makes it spawn 6 extra fire spirits when it is defeated, creating a sudden burst of damage right after the Lava Hound pops. And the epic modifier is pure chaos. Instead of spawning pups only once, the Lava Hound continuously spawns lava pups over time, filling the sky with flying units and making it extremely hard to defend. Next is Mega Knight. The common modifier gives his jump attack 100% more damage, so every time he lands, the slam deals massive splash damage. The rare modifier removes the limit on his jump distance. That means the Mega Knight now has infinite jump range, so he can leap from almost anywhere in the arena straight onto enemy troops. And the epic modifier is absolute chaos. He gets unlimited jump attacks, meaning instead of walking between targets, he can keep jumping again and again, smashing everything in his path. Next is Mortar. The common modifier gives it 200% more hit speed, so it fires shells much faster than normal, constantly pressuring the enemy tower. The rare modifier turns it into a barbarian launcher. Instead of normal shots, the mortar launches barbarians into the arena, creating sudden ground pressure. And the epic modifier makes the mortar invisible. That means enemy troops cannot target it directly, allowing it to keep firing while staying hidden. Next is Mother Witch. The common modifier gives double hogs, so whenever her curse turns an enemy into a hog, 2 cursed hogs spawn instead of 1, doubling the pressure. The rare modifier applies the hog curse on defeat, so when enemy troops are destroyed, they automatically turn into cursed hogs, even if Mother Witch didn't land the final hit. And the epic modifier is completely insane. Every time the curse activates, it can spawn another mother witch, which means the arena can slowly fill with multiple mother witches. Next is musketeer. The common modifier gives her a spread shot. Instead of firing a single bullet, she shoots multiple shots in a spread, hitting several enemies at once. The rare modifier gives the musketeer 100% more range, allowing her to attack from much farther away, sometimes even outranging defenses. And the epic modifier upgrades her into 2 elite musketeers. So when you deploy the card, 2 powerful elite musketeers appear, creating a much stronger range attack. Next is Night Witch. The common modifier makes her spawn 6 extra bats when she is defeated. The rare modifier makes her spawn evolution bats, which are stronger and more dangerous than normal bats. And the epic modifier is complete chaos. Instead of few bats, she spawns a massive swarm of bats, quickly filling the sky and overwhelming enemy defenses. Next is P.E.K.K.A. The common modifier gives her 200% more movement speed, so instead of slowly walking, the P.E.K.K.A. rushes across the arena toward the enemy tower. The rare modifier makes her spawn 3 mini P.E.K.K.A.s, creating a very dangerous push with multiple heavy hitters. And the epic modifier is absolutely crazy. You can deploy P.E.K.K.A. anywhere on the arena, even directly on the opponent's king tower. This means P.E.K.K.A. is very reliable if you want to unlock the second badge. Next is Poison. The common modifier increases the enemy slowdown by 150%. The rare modifier increases the radius and the damage. So the poison covers a much larger area while dealing more damage over time. And the epic modifier is absolutely terrifying. It creates a permanent poison on the arena, meaning the area keeps dealing damage for the rest of the match if enemies stay inside it. Next is Princess. The common modifier gives her 100% more hit speed, so she fires arrows twice as fast, clearing swarms much quicker. The rare modifier increases her range by 55%, allowing her to attack from extremely far away, sometimes even from your side of the arena. And the epic modifier upgrades her attack to an arrow strike. Instead of a single flaming arrow, she calls down a rain of arrows on the target area, damaging multiple enemies at the same time. Next is Raise. The common modifier increases the radius by more than 200%, so the Raise spell covers a massive area of the arena, boosting many troops at once. The rare modifier gives a super Raise buff, which makes troops move faster and attack much faster than the normal Raise spell. And the epic modifier is completely broken. It creates an infinite Raise buff. Next is Ram Rider. The common modifier gives 100% more charge damage. The rare modifier gives her the Hunter Net attack. This means she can throw a net that slows and traps enemy troops, making it harder for them to move or attack. And the epic modifier combines 2 powerful abilities. She gains both the Battle Ram charge and the Hunter Net ability. Next is Rascals. The common modifier adds 2 extra Rascal Girls, so the backline becomes much stronger and more range damage. The rare modifier completely changes the troop composition. Instead of the Rascal Boy, it spawns a giant along with the Rascal Girls. And the epic modifier is absolutely insane. Instead of a normal Rascals, it spawns a boss bandit and a magic archer. Next is Rocket. The common modifier increases the radius by more than 200%. The rare modifier turns it into a goblin party rocket. When the rocket lands, it spawns a party of goblins, adding extra chaos after the explosion. And the epic modifier is completely wild. It becomes a bouncy rocket. Next is Royal Delivery. The common modifier turns it into an evolution recruit delivery. When the crate lands, it spawns an evolution royal recruit, which means much stronger than a normal one. The rare modifier removes the placement restriction. That means you can place Royal Delivery anywhere in the arena, even directly on the enemy side. And the epic modifier makes it spawn a random unit. So when the crate drops, you never know what will come out. It could be anything from the small troop to a powerful unit, adding pure chaos to the match. Next is Royal Giant. The common modifier gives him splash damage. So instead of hitting just one target, his cannon damages multiple troops around the impact area. The rare modifier increases his range by more than 200%, allowing him to shoot towards from extremely far away, sometimes even before crossing the bridge. And the epic modifier is completely wild. Instead of cannonballs, he fires Royal Hawk projectiles. Next is Rune Giant. The common modifier gives him better rune buff, which means the boost he provides to nearby troops becomes stronger than the normal version. The rare modifier makes him spawn 2 extra berserkers, adding powerful support troops that can deal huge damage during a push. And the epic modifier is absolutely insane. It gives everything the rune buff, meaning all nearby troops receive the boosted effects, turning the entire push into a superpowered enemy. Next is Suspicious Bush. The common modifier creates vines when the bush is revealed, which can trap or slow down nearby enemy's troops right when the ambush begins. The rare modifier spawns 2 extra bush goblins. So when the bush opens, even more goblins jump out of a stronger surprise attack. And the epic modifier makes it spawn 4 bush brawlers. Instead of normal goblins, the bush reveals 4 powerful brawlers, turning the ambush into a much heavier and more dangerous push. Next is the log. The common modifier turns it into a boomerang log. The rare modifier gives it extreme range, so the log rolls across almost the entire arena, clearing troops along the way. And the epic modifier adds a surprise. When the log finishes rolling, it spawns a lumberjack, which can immediately start attacking and drops a raise spell when defeated. Next is Tombstone. The common modifier spawns 2 times more skeletons. So the tombstone keeps flooding the arena with skeletons whilst it's alive. The rare modifier makes it spawn wall breakers. And the epic modifier is extremely powerful. It spawns guards, and when the tombstone breaks, it spawns Skeleton King, creating a strong defensive army that can instantly turn into a counter push. Next is Vines. The common modifier increases the radius by more than 100% and allows it to target 2 enemies at once. So the vines can trap multiple troops in a much larger area. The rare modifier adds 1 suspicious bush, which means after the vines activate, a hidden bush appears that can surprise the enemy with goblins. And the epic modifier is absolutely broken. It creates infinite roots, so the vines keep spreading and trapping enemies continuously, making it extremely hard for troops to move through the arena. Next is Witch. The common modifier increases her spawn speed by more than 100%. The rare modifier upgrades the skeletons into guards. And the epic modifier is extremely powerful. Instead of normal skeletons, she spawns evolution skeletons. Next is Wizard. The common modifier increases his splash radius. The rare modifier upgrades his attacks to a fireball attack. Instead of small blasts, the wizard now throws powerful fireballs, dealing much heavier damage. And the epic modifier summons a wizard trio. Instead of 1 wizard, the cards spawn 3 wizards at once. Next is Expo. The common modifier increases its range by more than 50%, allowing the Expo to lock onto targets from much farther away. The rare modifier gives it piercing attacks, so each shot can hit multiple enemies in a straight line, but it comes with a shorter lifetime. And the epic modifier is absolutely insane. The Expo now fires Sparky style attacks, charging up and releases massive burst damage with each shot. And the last card is Jappies. The common modifier gives them 100% more hit speed, so they jab enemies twice as fast. The rare modifier adds 2 extra Jappies, which means instead of a normal trio, you get 5 Jappies on the arena. And the epic modifier is completely insane. Instead of normal Jappies, the card spawns mini Sparkies, which charge up and release massive electric blast, dealing huge burst damage. And that's all cards enter Chaos mode modifiers in Clash Royale with common, rare and epic modifier. This mode creates over 100 crazy combinations, making every match completely unpredictable.